y'all, how y'all doing? All right, this is Derisa, and I did say that I was gonna come back and I was going to show some of the products that I have on the store. Okay, now this one is going to be, it's like a salve. Uh, you would call it salve or some type of, it could be a conditioning butter. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the lavender and let's see if you can see that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you can use this for a tea, but you can use it for as you can put it in oil and you boil it. Okay, so what we're doing is to relieve stress, arthritis, and different things of sort. I call it three brothers. So what we're trying to do is to relieve stress. This is the lavender. You can get this at Amazon. Also, I'm going to use some chamomile. Now, I went to just the grocery store, Fiesta. And so what I did was open it and cut the bag out. Okay. So what I did is put a little glass right here. And here it is it's like a peachy tree. And what it is you can get these anywhere. You get them at Walmart. It's in the food department. So in the supplies. So what I'm doing is basically I'm boiling the oils and then I'm gonna strain them. So this is part of it. If you can see it. One moment. Okay. All right, so what I was telling you that you can take these herbs and the herbs and which this will be lavender and chamomile tea. And so what I do, and then I put that in a glass Petri or a kitchen glass. So what I'm doing here is separating everything that I'm gonna put in here. So what I'm doing now, I have my oils in here. So, and I have call it ylang and geranium right here. And this is at Wood and Wick, but I believe they then changed the name again. Now, these here is the rose hip seed oil. Now, you can buy them at bulk apothecary, but what I do is I buy the bulk of the packages, and these are the buds. These are the rosehip buds. So what I do is I put oil in here. What I put in here is a little bit of grapeseed oil in here. Now, when you're doing anything that has to do with the strength of anything, you have to be careful because this is essential oil. It's very strong. So now this is has more strength than it has in the because this has been aged. So also I also put in grapeseed oil. You can get this at the grocery stores. Okay, so I use that. I mostly use everything with my grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil I use for my head, I use it for my skin, and it's just the whole body. You can use it really good for your body. I use what this is, apricot oil. Now this is moisturizing oil. Anything with moisturizing oil, it's more of it's more of a close of an oil. Like if we sweat or something, as in perspire and oils, it's very thin. You know, like the water that we sweat. This is like the closest to be able as far as light oil. So you can do anything with light moisturizing oil. This is the whole body too. I use this all the time. So these are like beauty oils, and these little products that we have, most of that's stuff. And you can do it. You don't even have to go to Amazon. You just go to the store and you're going to still find the same information here. And this one is now. And I believe I got this one at Amazon, but you can get them at Sprouts, or you can go to the Whole Foods there, and some other places too. Let's see what else. Oh, now I had this right here is the Lori Berry oil, and I said that was the Cleopatra, and that was a soap, and I used this oil. What this is the whole thing. So it's like the sticks, the leaves, and the black olives. All it's been processed, it's been boiled up together, and then frosted down or whatever. Yeah, excuse me. It's called as Laura's Deblis. So basically, this here is everything you need. To be honest with you, it's like a spiritual oil from the tree, but it's processed. It's been aged. So what you can do that, I put that in my soap. So you can use that for healing, you know, anything of such. Anything that is spiritual, awakening, anything to uplift your body. All right, so when it's uplifting, you're uplifting for what's going on, stress, anything that has to do with meditation, Reiki, healing, anything to you're trying to get to the point of peace. This is what I done. So I started it on my journey, and this is what I started. So I just, first when I started doing it, I was like, oh my. I like, every time that I was wanting to do something, it was always like, I never sold so much products. But when you sell so much and you do your products, after you do all of that, you be like, now I ain't used to doing that. But after that, it's like I just did it anyway. So every time I was, you know, sending out the products, first of all, anything you do, you want to do your research, because like I say, it's the best thing to do, because everybody has their own gifts. You want to use what you normally do, whatever you want. What I do is just, I start with my numbers. I go there, whatever's on me, whatever's going on within my environment, within me, my body, around, however I felt. Then I started, and it was my numbers. And when I started that, and then every number, it comes to everything. So it's all a collective all together. So I started, I'm gonna show a picture on my video, and you can look and see what I've done, how you can do your numbers. Most of you can find out who you are. And I did that too. So I was researching. That's part of the soul, you know, the shadow work that we all do, regardless of what type of gifts that you want to do as far as platform, any I'm gonna call another name for entrepreneur, anything like that, you start right there, because that's part of your manifesting your gifts and everything that you have. And this is how it started for me in my journey. And that's what I started. I started doing everything that I wanted to do, and then I said which I wanted to do, what type of, if I want to do shea butters, and plus I did behind the scenes. Yes, I watched, but I was trying to find something that I was going to be different. It was a training process for me to watch. It's a lot of people have been doing this for a long time, and so what I did is listen, understand, just like a training process, the reason how you make this and how you should do and what can you do. And then I just said, okay, I'm gonna do something a little different with everybody else. So I wanted to find something that was gonna help myself, and that's what I started. So, all right, so what we're gonna do, I'm giving out this information here. Let me go ahead and go with these butters. Now I have here, it is the Kokum butter. Okay, you can go to the store and they have their own price, but it's cheaper to Amazon for that. Now it comes in these little bags right here. So this is a block. So what I'm gonna do is chop them up and then I'm gonna melt it. Then you can get this at the beauty store right here. This is the African shea butter. Now, only thing about this one, it's very strong, and this one here, you have to find something to. I always use what we call that. I'm putting lime in there, and I'm also gonna put a little bit of lemongrass. And lemongrass is essential oil, but with the essential oil, you want to be careful with that because they're strong. Anything essential oils are very strong. You gotta be careful because your inhalants, if you have, if someone's pregnant, it's a little bit too strong. So don't use that because, meaning you can use it, but just be careful how you use an essential oils. Because I had a, I call it what's called Dexter Lab. I had an explosion one time. So I also have here is the shea butter. If you can see that. Now I get this at Bulk Apothecary. This here, and that's the shea. That's the. I think this is about seven pounds for this one. And then I have the coconut. 7 pounds for that too. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I have my scale. You can get them on Amazon too. So what I'm going to do, I'll let y'all see. This little bottle here, I use that for my alcohol. I put 90% on there. You can use witch hazel. But every time I do my scales, I always put alcohol. Every time I touch something, and I know my hands is here, but I still don't wash my hands already. I know how it is, but you can't really do nothing with those gloves like that because you're not giving no healing with that. You know, it's the purpose is using your hands, and that's the part of a Reiki healer to do that. Okay, so I done that. Now you can get these little spoons. This you can use that at the bakery or go to the Walmart. You can get that anywhere. These little plastic ones. These are kind of heavy. And also I use a knife. Oh, you can use the ones, what you want to call them? Like the ones you can get them at the soap. If you go on Amazon and get some of those loaves for those molds, they have like a little, you can use it for pizza or anything like that. You can use those too. Those are good too. But I like to use a knife right here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna measure in here. Now whatever you decide your measurement is, you know, it's up to you. If you wanna make a little, just a little, you can do that. But it is so simple to do it though. You know, it's very simple. So let me turn this camera so you can see me. Look right there. So, can you see? So what I'm doing now, I'm measuring the cocoa butter, and I'm putting it on the scale. So depending on what you would like, it's up to you. Now when you're doing oils, shea butter, it's still oil. So it's gonna be a little oily. Okay, now it's about 15. I don't need that much. my table already. So now I'm gonna use, you can get these at Amazon. Now I use it for my soaps and everything else, candles or whatever. You can use these. They like, you get 2 of them for $10 at Amazon. So what I'm doing now, I'm just gonna put the whole thing in here like that. No need for that. Now what's left over is a couple of this cocoa butter, but I didn't measure my stuff, so okay, moving that. Now from measuring this, I'm just gonna put the whole thing in here. So I'm gonna zero back out. It's 11. It's a. I'm gonna use the whole thing. Now, like I said, that it's the at the African butter. Now this is 100% natural oils. Everything I'm using are naturally refined. So that's what I'm doing. So if you can see, so what I'm doing now is cutting it in here. I sometimes keep these little containers. So I did say it's gonna be kind of like one of the oils. And see, it's only $5 for this. You could do this without all the other products. You can just do this. See, you could put a little turmeric in here, which I am. Put a little turmeric in there. So if it's gonna be the whole body, but with it, it's gonna have yellow in there. So I'm not gonna use a lot of turmeric in there because it is, how can I say? It stains so your skin. It get messy when you're doing this, so just let you know it's gonna be messy. It's just like playing like Play-Doh or something like that. But that is still being a child. That's a good thing. You being a student. So this is how. That's as you get blessed from Most High, and that means you can receive on the universe. So I just want to be open-minded, not to be closed off. Okay, so that is, and I am going to go ahead and get some of that turmeric that I have. Everything I was gonna try to put everything all at one. I just said I'm just gonna be myself so everybody else can not to be so nervous about just doing what you're doing. That's what I'm doing now. Because remember, I should have been out here. But see, you never know how you get blessed. Your shortcomings can be your blessing. All right, so now you get this at now this is organic now. You can get it, I think this was at great value, but you can get anywhere. Now I'm only gonna use a little of that, just a little. Now you just sprinkle one in there like this, just a little bit. And everything that you use and everything, your thought and your mind come together. What I was telling you about those numbers, it all come together. So my mind is to heal. That's my mind, my thought. And everything that it is, I try to bring in fruition and to know that you're able to do anything. So it's manifest. Same thing as foreseen. Okay. Now, this is the shea butter. Now, only thing about this, I have to zero the scale off. So it's all anyway. Now, what's going on? Let me do this one. Alright, so I zeroed the scale, so because I already know my measurements that I'm going to put in and what I'm doing, how many jars I'm going to make. I've already done it. But you have a calculating. I do the soap calculating, and then I go. It's another. Let me get it right now. You can go to Neutral Soap. You go online and on their website, they have a calculating of measurements on different things. And what I did, I downloaded it and put it on my tablet or your phone. So that's what I did. So I know how much and what, the measurements. You want to know that. So everything that I did, it was my measurements. And plus training, also watching other people and training how to able to make shea butters. So also I use my books as well. So you can go and get like essential oils. It's a book and it's all natural remedies, recipes in mind, body, and home. I'll use that. I have something my mother had for years and years ago. I believe this is from Louisiana. And it got the sunset right here. So I got that. Then also I go and find me different books that has the natural beauty books. I try to find the older ones with the older books and that we used to do. Also I have another book. It's like it's a Navajo book and it has different things for the herbs. Now I just want to say that, but sometimes if we go, all the herbs is red light outside. So sometimes they have the names, different type of names, but if you pay attention to the flowers and like just grow, like you see grass and see those flowers there, those daisies and marigolds and everybody said those are weed flowers. They're not. They're a blessing. So I'm telling you, I start research, and that's what I found out. I found out a whole lot of things like that. So I just, just know that you can find any type of, I call it fruits, but flowers, anything, petals, and find information. It can be right outside. You just pick it up and use it. So what I do is one thing about the marigolds, they have, they come out early in the morning. They come like 6 or something, 7. Now when it get too hot, they close. So if it get hot, they'll close up, but they open in the morning. So I go out there in the morning, I pick them up, and then I wash them out, let them dry out, and then after that, and then I put them in my oils. That's what I do. I do that also. I do it with like the pears, like the oak. Some of it call it Japanese tree, and you can use the Japanese blossom. You can use that, or you can use the pear blossom. They look the same thing. But one thing about it, I took those flowers in there, it smelled just like the pears. So, yes. So I just started finding it my way. I started liking it. So, all right. So I'm gonna start with this. one moment. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a little one, a small one. So I'm gonna do, I use these clear glass, preserve, glass. You get these at, it's the Wide Mouth Masons. So you can get them at the store, at the grocery store too. So what I use them too. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a small one. So what I'm gonna do is put some of these herbs in here, and I'm gonna melt it. See? A little bit in here. Now, also, I use, these burners. It's a burner. You can get them at Amazon, or you can go to Walmart, Target. So I'm gonna use that for boil it. With my I have a pot. You get a heavy one. Anytime you're gonna use those burners, make sure you have a heavy pot. You don't have to go buy any special expensive stuff. Just go to the pot. You can go to the dollar store, and if the pots are heavy, you can use those. Them thin ones, they go bad. They'll start cracking because it's heat, and some of those pots are thin. Ain't gonna work. You have a big mistake doing those. So what I'm doing now, I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna put this and I'll send it, and then I'm gonna come back after I do that. I'm gonna show you the bottles that I'm gonna put them in, and the jars and stuff. So yeah, this is part of my my natural journey of my spiritual awakening, and that's part of it. And as you can see behind that, you see I have all type of stuff that I got up in here. I got wax, and I got what is that? These are, I got about 15 pounds of candles and oils and essential oils, and so yeah, this is my journey that I started, and I started liking it. I had some ups, downs, and I had some some sad memories on some of these, but I got back up. My first soap, matter of fact, my first soap was good. When I started using another soap, it's called it's already made. Let me show you. See if I can see it. It's the clear soap base moisturizing. So those. Now, I was trying to put oils in here. You gotta be careful on that, because it's gonna be a mess, because it's already have oil in it. But that's a manufactured soap. Sometimes I use these little molds, if I wanted to make those. These little molds, you like little stars or whatever, and you can melt them. You can put it in a microwave or whatever. You can put it in a pot or whatever. On a burning, have a pot and one of those burners, the slate. You use that too. So that's what I normally do. But what I'm saying is, I had a mistake. So with that, I was upset about it, but I stopped and I thought about it, went back and read a little bit more. And I said, oh, okay, I can't use that. It's too much oil in there, because it's all already in there. So what I'm saying is, I have some up and down. I mean, just to be honest with you, just letting you know, I have a soap, and it had something in it. It made it too hot, because it's already hot. After that happened, and the mold was done within an hour. Oh man! Now that's not the process. See, it wasn't a good process. And 9 out of 10, it takes time, at least a whole, I say about a whole day. If you use it, it's gonna be too soft. But anyway, I'm just saying, I had some mess ups on here on the store, on my little store that I was doing. So don't give up. If you mess up, just keep on doing it. So that's what I'm here to do. And about my store, when I started everything, but all this is about the spiritual awakening and about healing, how you heal yourself with stress, different things that we was going through. I say dark of the soul, but it's what it is, a spiritual awakening. It's a process of it. So this was started with me, and there, being in the dark, I was able to come out the light. So you wanted to be thankful. I would say all praises to the Most High, and whatever, universe or whoever you would like. But I just give gratitude, humble and thankful that I was doing it, because, like I said, a lot of times it was ups and down. But I kept on doing it, and I kept on. I said, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and I did it. So. All right, and that is all, everybody. So what I'm going to do, this is part 1. Part 2, I'm going to put that on there too to show the part of the jars and how I put it in there, right? And that's another process on there too, because after you do that, I put my stuff, after I warm it, all the oils, I put it back in the refrigerator. Then I put it in a blender and mix it back up well, it blends it. And so after that you blend it, then I put them in a container, and then after that, then I go and label, and then I go to Canva, or you can go wherever you can get Canva or anything that's going to help you with. It's another site. I don't have it right now, but I know Canva is great as label and everything that you need for ingredients, and also the BPAs, and also measurements on that type of stuff too. Now everything has been changed, so go find out more information about labeling and things for your products. Some things that had changed, the policies, you want to go back, because I know I have some things I need to do too. So just want to let you know that. All right, y'all. So this here is one of my I don't know what the title I'm gonna put on my site, but it is, I might just put spiritual awakening, but I have to go see if I'm able to do that due to the policies. You got to be careful for your labeling now. So I don't know yet. So I'm just saying that now this is another process. So anything that I've done, you can help yourself and find out how to do the same thing I'm doing. It just started just a thought, and just go from there. I did it. You can too. All right, y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.